Hi there, my name is Deanna Hansen. I'm the founder of Fluid Isometrics and Block Therapy, and I want to talk to you about youthful aging and really how it applies to your face. At the age of 56, my goal is not to look younger than my age. My goal is to look like the best version of the 56-year-old that I am. And what that means to me is ensuring that my cells are supported and protected. It's the cell membrane of every cell that really shares how we look, how we function, how we feel with the world. Each cell is interconnected by every other cell through the fascia system, and our inner world is expressed through the fascia depending on how much space we keep inside the body. Think of a baby when they're first born, how easy it is to take their leg, pull it behind their head, and then as we get older, how our range of motion decreases. What is it that changes? It's the space inside of the body that changes, creating adhesion or scar tissue, which block flow, block movement. And this is really what creates aging. And when we're talking about the face, we have to recognize that this is at the top of this whole system. So everything below is really what's patterning how we age in the face. When it comes to youthful aging, fascia decompression is the approach that you want to take to address the whole body, to bring balance and symmetry back in, to keep the space in and around every cell, and to really optimize proper diaphragmatic breathing. So that's what fascial decompression is really all about. But what I'd love to share with you today is a couple of things that you can do immediately to start seeing some changes in your face. And if you do see the changes, then you do know that this work is really advantageous for you. And if you actually dive into understanding how to address your whole body, you're going to continue to see positive changes as you go through time. Instead of letting gravity take the wheel, pulling us down toward the earth from our extremities and the collapsing of the rib cage into the core, and so on and so on. One of the things that really bothers a lot of people as we get older is the jowl area. So I'm just going to show you a really simple thing that you can do right away on both sides that will start to make a difference in what's happening. And one of the things we have to understand is as we start getting pulled forward, the tongue muscle starts getting pulled out of alignment. When people think they have a double chin, they actually have a weak and displaced tongue. This impacts alignment of the head, which supports that pulling over of the neck, which again is also patterned by the rest of your body. But over time, if you're always sitting with your head tilted one way or another, gravity starts tugging on the tissue, pulling it down toward the earth. And then what happens? The collagen component of the fascia, that structural component, starts to migrate to areas of need. So if I'm always hanging with my head this way, that collagen in the surrounding tissue is going to start to grip onto the bone to stop me from falling forward. But now we've taken that structural piece, so now we're just left with too much elastin in some of the tissue, and that gets manipulated by gravity, causing that sagging looking skin. So what we want to do is we want to release the adhesions from the bone so we can free that collagen and then bring it back to correct alignment. With your thumb, really simply, have your elbow resting on a table so you don't have to work so hard. Just place your thumb on the underside of the jaw where that jowl starts to hang. And then just sitting here for 3 minutes as you focus on full exhalation, as you also search for pain, helps you release those adhesions that have gotten trapped on the bone. So I'm just going to close my eyes and take a minute and breathe slowly just so you can see what I'm doing. So one of the things you're going to notice, I'm not rubbing on the skin. I am planted in position, allowing the weight of my head and gravity to do the work as my thumb sinks more deeply into the tissue. And then once I start to feel it becoming a little more fluid because pressure over time creates heat, then I just slowly start to navigate with some gentle movement to persuade my thumb to go a little bit more deeply. And to really bring the magic into this, what you also want to do is breathe in and out through your nose and with your diaphragm. So it's always a good practice every day to do the belly position first for 3 minutes before you start this work, to engage your diaphragm to optimize the benefits. And then breathing in and out through the nose, super helpful. And also exhaling for a longer count than inhaling. I always say exhale for a count to 4. Exhale for a count of 4. I always say exhale for a count of 6, inhale for a count of 4 to optimize increasing the carbon dioxide in the blood, which is key to allow the oxygen to jump from the hemoglobin into the cell. And then what happens is the cell starts to inflate, like blowing up a balloon. It becomes nice and round and it glows. And that's what we want our cells to look like. If every single cell in our body was perfectly aligned and it had optimal oxygenation, then everything looks like that fully blown up balloon where it glows, it almost defies gravity, and it's clean. When you take some of that air out of the balloon, it becomes wrinkled, it attracts dirt and debris in the creases, and it becomes heavy and sticky. And that's really what happens to our body as we're aging because of that lack of oxygen. So doing this every day on both sides for 3 minutes is a wonderful way to release the adhesions that are creating that jowl. But remember, this is full body. One other thing I just want to share is in our facelifter program, we have the block paddle, and we use this tool throughout all areas of the face and the skull, as well as the neck and the clavicle area, to really open up the lymphatics. And I just want to share with you how simple it is. Even just putting the handle of the paddle right into this position, you can slowly allow that movement to sink nice and deep. And wood and bone are best friends. When you use a wooden tool up against the bone, we get a deeper release of those adhesions to create more optimal flow. Another thing that you can do is work your temples. And I'm just going to quickly show you here how you can do both sides at once with your hands. And I love just closing my eyes, and then I will use my third and fourth fingers, and I will just simply put pressure on the temples here. And again, just allowing the weight of my head and gravity to do the work. And I'll stay here for 3 minutes as I focus on that full exhale for a count of 6, inhale for a count of 4. And as you start to sink in and it starts to feel a little more fluid, you can just really slowly and gently start to move around as you feel those adhesions melting under your fingertips. This is really lovely because it really helps to release the jaw. If you notice when you clench, you'll see that temporal muscle come into action. So if you're a chronic clencher, this is really going to help to release the jaw as well as bring more symmetry back into this space. And again, the paddle can be used. It's so lovely to be able to just dive in with the paddle and do the work. But either way, your hands are a wonderful tool to start this process. If you're wanting to understand how to age youthfully, it's not about what we put on the body, what we put in the body. It's about how we address the body through our fascia system, through our breath, and through our movement. We want to create balance and symmetry in the body so that we keep that internal space within. As long as there's space, the light shines through. It's when we have compression and ballooning that we become congested. The tissue, the skin, it gets ruddy, it's not clean looking, it holds and attracts dirt and debris, and then that causes other problems down the road as well. Give this a try for a week. If you notice any changes, comment below, and if you want to take this a little bit further, all of the information is in the description.